Three, 2, 1, and then just let it go for a minute.
Yeah.
You guys are ready whenever.
All right.
Greg Pickel, it is no longer Penn State Kent State week.
It is not.
It is Penn State Pitt week, and I think the Penn State fan base and the Pitt fan base are very excited about this game. I'm not sure how excited James Franklin is about this game. We talked to him today at the teleconference. I want to get your impressions of it, but it looked to me like he was trying to distance himself a little bit from the importance of this game and also continuing to play the game once the 4-year contract is up. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, he said that he did the same thing at Vanderbilt when they played Tennessee, and if you go back and look, it's actually true. He was just as coy about that game as he was about this one. His mantra is always going to be one game at a time. No one game is bigger than another game, so it doesn't surprise me. And as for the Pitt-Penn State ordeal, it doesn't really sound like he's too interested in moving it past the 4 years it's already agreed to, saying that the schedules are set so far in advance. I'm pretty sure they could find a way to get that game on the schedule. If they wanted to.
And part of the problem, not to side with Penn State on it, but it is a challenge moving forward because in the Big Ten they got to play 9 conference games. So ideally, I think Penn State wants their 3 non-conference games to be all home games. I think that is part of the problem. But it sounds to me like once the 4th year is up, I don't know if we're going to see this series resume. That's a shame, but we will get to see them play this week. Penn State's got a couple of issues injury-wise, and also James talked about what's going on along the offensive line. There's a little bit of a timeshare at right guard and left guard.
So I guess we'll start with the offensive line with Connor McGovern and Derek Dowry both getting time at right guard. It sounds to me like they're going to keep Dowry as a starter for now. I have a feeling that we're going to see more and more Connor McGovern as the season goes on. Left guard, same thing with Ryan Bates and Wendy Laurent getting some run there, so we'll see if that's
Wendy
a thing in
Laurent.
the future. But it's interesting. There's no question about that. And as for the defensive line, nothing new on Evan Shawn and Kevin Gibbons. As James Franklin said, Bob, it's Tuesday.
Yeah, I think one other thing I think it's going to be important in this game, something to watch for, is Penn State's special teams. I think they've kind of shored up the punting game with Blake Gillikin. Lower Dauphin grad Joey Julius did a nice job on kickoffs. But it's going to be important. Penn State's kick coverage has let them down in big games under James Franklin in the past. Pitt's got a return man, Quadri Henderson, who went 96 yards for a touchdown against Villanova. I think that's going to be I think Penn State has to win the kicking game if they want to have a shot to win this game. How do you see the special teams playing out?
I think they'll be okay. Last year, if it was the same situation, I think they'd probably have given up a kick return. I honestly would have predicted that. I don't know. I think they looked a little bit faster and a little bit more organized this year. Against Kent State. So we'll see. I think they're going to be all right, though.
All right, that's a wrap for now.